Hi friends, welcome to today's video. I'm very excited for this one. I've been wanting to do crafting video for a while. We're gonna be turning this dollar store bare wood photo frame, probably the cheapest that you can find, onto a very interesting distressed looking frame. We're gonna be using Crackle Paste. If you haven't seen my other Crackle Paste videos, I will leave the links down below. And before applying the Crackle Paste, we want to prime the surface. Okay, but for bare wood, what we do is we sand a little bit. We add a couple of layers of gesso, acrylic gesso. You could probably get away with using any other sealers for this one, like Mod Podge if you have. I'm pretty sure you can get away with that. And then once that primer dries out, we can go ahead and add a generous layer of Crackle Paste. Remember, the thinner that you want to go with this medium is about 1.6 millimeters as per the label. You don't want to go too thin. The thicker you go, the deeper the cracks are going to be. So you apply it all over. In this case, you can do it partially. You can do a portion of the frame to get the cracks in the corner of the frame per se. That will look beautiful as well. In this case, I went all in. I applied it everywhere. And it's more or less the thickness that you want to have. Of course, I didn't even it out too much because with this medium, if you have inconsistencies or if it's uneven, then that gives you more interesting results, in my opinion. You can always play with it. And I waited 3 days because that's the recommended time on the label. And I apologize for the sunlight there. I recorded on different times of the day. But I got pretty good cracks, and what we're going to be doing now is adding some color. Once we begin adding color, you're going to see how it comes to life. It's very, very cool. The first color I'm going to do, it's going to be like an underlayer. Which is usually what I do. It's a mid-tone, which means it's like an in-between color, not too dark, not too light. And I went with burnt umber. You can do gray, whichever color you want, really. It's up to you. For this medium, I prefer fluid paints, like watery type of paints. You can do crafting paints if you have. You can probably use heavy body acrylics if you water down a little bit. Now, you don't want to water down heavy body acrylics too much because it loses the bonding properties. Okay. I mean, if it's for a craft, for home, or it's just for, something to play with, it doesn't really matter. You can just water it down. And every color that I added, I make sure I applied on the edges, on the inside and on the outside, just to make it look nicer at the end. So that there is my first layer. Do you see how it came to life? It's so cool. Now this part here, I have been testing this gel medium. I am not so sure about it yet. It's like an extra matte gel medium, and boy, it is matte. It is super matte. But one thing I don't like about it is that I don't find that it dries out entirely clear. It has like a little bit of a viscosity once it's dried out. So it's optional. You can do glass medium or any other sealers if you just to hold on those cracks a little better onto the paint and into the frame, and also for the paint to bond better with the Crackle Paste. But you can skip that. You can skip that step. What I'm doing here, it's this is green. Now this is the color that I want to be more predominant on the frame. Okay, it's or more dominant, and I am applying that green all over the frame like we did with the first color, and then with a damp paper or cloth, I'm picking up most of the color or some of the color, which we also did with the first layer. And then the color that's peeking through is the burnt umber that we applied first. Once I had my green all over, I went back with the burnt umber just to tone down that green, because I want the green to be predominant, but I don't want it to be so green. So with the burnt umber, what I'm doing is I am toning down. It's like it gives a very old, distressed look. And same technique, adding the color, not everywhere in this time though, only like closer to the borders, where I see it's necessary, you know. But what you see mostly is the green. And lastly, I am adding some red. Now red is a color that I chose to be an accent, as an accent color. I chose red because it's a complementary to the green. You can use a color wheel, figure out which combinations of colors are interesting to you. I found this combination particularly interesting. I really like the end results. I was very, very happy with it. I am only applying that red in some parts. Again, it's an accent. It's like a little bit of accent color, just for an oomph, for an interesting result. And that was pretty much all about it. Once it dried out, I added a layer of gloss gel medium, which that one does dry out clear. I forgot to record that part. But yeah, that's the last step, as you want to add a sealer, some kind of sealer, so that everything stays put and basically your cracks don't fall apart, your paint don't come off. And that was the very last thing that I did. I think it's a really cool project to give as a gift. Like if you want to give a picture as a gift, it has this handmade quality to it that I find super interesting. You can also display some artwork with it, which is what I did for this one at the end. I just put some random thing in there just to show it, the frame. But yeah, I think it'll make a cool gift, or it's a very nice option to display photos or art. Let me know in the comments if you found today's video interesting. The last thing that I wanted to mention is that for tomorrow I am planning on doing a shoutouts video, shoutouts only. So hopefully I'll be able to do that, so stay tuned. To my new subscribers, like always, welcome. I'm very happy to have you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.